Hello dreamers, wanted to do a quick video today, just a character portrait, character sketch. So in talking about dreams and understanding in order to interpret our dreams and what the Lord might be saying to us through our dreams, we have to understand our own personal visual vocabulary. So dreams are messages that are encoded in symbols, they're parables. And in my experience, I've found that God uses anything in my life. You have a vast vocabulary, not just of words and language that you know, but of pictures and people that you know. And the world of television and movies has opened up a completely another vocabulary that oftentimes when we are very ingrained in that and we've grown up in this culture of television and movies, and which are parables. All stories, all movies, they're all parables. They follow that pattern of, they have a plot, they have these characters, they're very much based on the technology of dreams that God designed when he started speaking in parables. He's the creator and author of everything. So in order to understand that, I wanted to do a series of character portraits. Some will be people and characters. Sometimes I'll do animals, talking about understanding when a symbol or a person or a character shows up in our dreams, how we can kind of dissect that and research that and try to understand why God chose this and not that. Why is it an orange and not an apple in my dream? Why is it this? And so by understanding the different characteristics of that particular symbol, we can understand what's going on in our life and in our dream a little bit more. So this character portrait is Elliot Spencer from the show Leverage. So I grew up watching the A-Team and all of those kind of shows, absolutely loved it. And so when Leverage came out, my kids were in their teens, and it was a show that our whole family could enjoy together, and we just really enjoyed it. And it's a reboot of the A-Team, which these kind of stories and shows are wonderful portrayals of God's design in one body, many members. So anytime you have an ensemble cast and a group of people functioning as a unit, it can be understood how God describes his people as one body, many members. And he is the mastermind, he's the man with the plan, and we have all these other, each individual who has different talents and different functions, and then when we all work together as a unit, we can accomplish wonderful things for the kingdom. And so I have had a handful of dreams, quite a few dreams that deal with either the A-Team or characters from the Leverage series, and any movie that you like or even have seen, even if you don't like it. God can take that and use that to tell you something, to try to show you something, to try to make you look at something that maybe in the daylight you won't look at. So I had a dream of Elliot Spencer, and I woke up that morning and it was so vivid. So I did this sketch quite a few years ago after that particular dream. And an interesting thing in one of the dreams I had of Elliot Spencer was he actually walked up to me in the dream with a name book and told me that his name was Elliot and Christian. Now, the actor that plays Elliot Spencer, his name is Christian Kane. So I wanted to talk to you about that for a moment, because when we're dealing with movies and TV and celebrities and actors and their faces in dreams, you need to understand, was it the character or was it the actor? And usually you can. In my experience, I can tell if it was Christian Kane or if it was Elliot Spencer. If they show up in a dream, it's different. Who they are is different. What they're doing is different. How they're talking and looking is different. And sometimes even in the dream, like in this one, he walked up and said he was both in that moment. He was both Elliot Spencer and he was Christian Kane, and he handed me a name book. And when I woke up, I went to my name book, because if you have studied dreams at all, there are a handful of references that you should have on your bookshelf for dissecting them, and a good name book is one of those. The Bible is the other. A good dictionary and thesaurus is one, and then any type of encyclopedia or Google or Wikipedia where you can search up any aspect that you have is wonderful. So I woke up and I looked up, grabbed my name book, and I looked up Elliot is a Hebrew name. It means the Lord is my God. Christian is a Greek name, and it means a follower of Christ. So in this dream in particular, he was, Christian can also be Christ himself in a dream. If there's someone that you know that is a Chris or a Christian coming up to you, sometimes it's simply Jesus Christ appearing to you in the dream. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit and understanding first that how to categorize. Is this character? Is it, maybe there's something in that celebrity's life that they do. For example, Christian Kane is a musician, and so I do worship at our fellowship and stuff too. So maybe if he came to me, maybe it's dealing with music. Whereas if Elliot Spencer comes to me, usually the characteristics of this character in the show, Elliot Spencer, he is a retrieval expert. So he gets back what is lost, what is owed, what is stolen. He is a hitter, which means he's a warrior and a fighter. And he's usually kind of the grumpy dwarf in the ensemble. Like he's kind of the grump and the older brother that's, the other kids are running around playing, and he's like, come on guys, let's just, cut out the silliness. And that can all be very interesting in the dynamic of whatever that is set against in your dream. So in particular, if Elliot Spencer shows up in a dream, sometimes it's more of kind of a guardian angel kind of aspect, where I have to go into a dark or scary place, or I'm having to face something in the dream that God's bringing up in my life that I don't want to face, a circumstance that I would change, but I can't. It's God's will. It's something hard. And I need that warrior. I need that strength. I need that character to even just infuse into my being to say, I can deal with this. God's giving me the strength and the help I need to face this. For example, a door opens and it's this dark hallway, and there's scary things down there and you don't want to go down there. But Elliot Spencer shows up and he's like, come on, and he leads you down there. You wouldn't be afraid. In the dream, in the show, I think he wins almost every fight he's ever in. He's just this amazing fighter. So you wouldn't have any fear to follow him into a scary unknown place or where it might be dangerous. And that character element would be something that God could use in your life to try to tell you about something. Maybe you're facing something, excuse me, in your life, and you need that help and strength, or to know that God is your very ever-present help in time of need. And maybe he's going to show up to you in this character, in something that you would recognize and you would understand that character of because you were familiar with it. And so I just wanted to kind of drop those little breadcrumbs for you to think about and ponder as you consider your dreams and want to seek more understanding. And I will continue doing portraits like this in this series and talking about their characteristics. So if you have a grumpy warrior show up and try to take you through some hard things, maybe God's just telling you, hey, I'm here, I'm with you, I know this is hard, I know you don't like what I'm asking you to do or what I'm asking you to go through, but I'm with you, I'm going to get you through it. So I just want to thank you for that and remind you how also when you're seeking to understand your dreams, how important it is to prayerfully search these things out and be in the Word and ask God, who is the author of our dreams, to give you understanding. And like I say, dreams come in two categories. You have your time release capsules and you have your chewable vitamins. And so sometimes he's going to tell you something and you're not going to understand it for a while. And sometimes he's going to give you a dream and he wants you to search it out. He wants you to pick up the Bible, pick up your name book, chew on it, search it out, try to, dive into what he's saying. So I hope that blesses and encourages you in your search for understanding, and may your dreams be infused with all the blessings that your Maker has for you. Bye.